Welcome back. In this video, I'm not going to be building anything. I'm going to be reviewing my brand new toy. It is the Evolution R255TBL Plus. The Plus is some extra features that I don't know how to use and I've never used before. Absolute full transparency, this is not a sponsored video. Evolution have not sent me this. They do not even know I've bought it. I've bought it out of my own pennies. Or the bank's pennies. It's on a credit card. We'll talk price later. Before we get started, I just wanted to tell you that I have sorted this video into chapters. If you want to skip a part or find something specific, check the description for all of the chapters below. So I didn't want to bore you with taking everything out of boxes. Nobody likes that at the start of the video, but I just want to show you how it comes packaged and how ready it is to go. So first of all, the table saw itself is all as one piece. There is no top to screw on. There are no legs to attach. There is a Plus version with the stand that you can get. I didn't opt for that. I'm going to make a table for it. At the time of buying, there was an offer for a free wood blade or a zero clearance insert. People make their own inserts. They don't make their own wood blade. So I went with the wood blade. The blade it comes with is a multi-material blade. I've used these before in Evolution tools and they are incredible. You can cut a lot of soft metals. You can cut through pallet wood with the nails still in. They're great, but if they're offering me a free wood blade, which is what I'll be using this for, I'm going to take it. Floating around in the box were the two spanners, the two multi-tools for adjusting everything. Now they were rattling around in the box a little bit, and if I was precious about this, I'd be worried about some scratches, but I'm not. Comparing the Plus model to the basic model, it's £50 more, and for that £50 you do get some additional features. The motor is a soft start motor, which as far as I know prolongs its life. It's a bit of a slower start up, but not as aggressive. It also comes with the electric blade brake, which means that it slows down a lot quicker, and it doesn't take the 2 seconds it advertises, but it's not the full 10-15 seconds like a normal blade. It also comes with some improved dust extraction, which is basically just a piece of pipe and a couple of adapters. I don't get a chance to use it, but I'll explain why later in the video. You also get a small clamp that attaches to the Mitre gauge, which I do put to the test and was actually quite useful. And finally you get the outfeed support, which is basically a metal bracket which does add a bit of weight to the machine, but allows you to use longer goods. A bit irrelevant for me because I do plan on building an outfeed table into this later on. It's also worth pointing out that the Plus model does come with a slightly beefier motor. The main thing that's come over to me since playing with this for about 2 or 3 weeks now is the ease at which you can do everything. I've never had a table saw this advanced before, and I was surprised at how efficient I've become while working in the garage. So even something as simple as changing a blade on my previous table saw, that was a big operation. You had to take the entire bed of the table saw out. With the Evolution table, it's as simple as turning one little bolt, rising the blade up out of the machine, and then there is a locking arm to lock the riving knife in place. You simply move that arm down and the riving knife comes out, and then you use the two multi-tools to undo the blade. Now I'm not going to take the blade out here because I've actually already replaced the blade, and if I can do it, you can do it. It's that easy. And then after you've finished, you simply put the throat plate back in its place and tighten that bolt. Simple. One of the main reasons I opted for the Plus model was it came with some kind of dust extraction system. Now this is attractive to me because I haven't got any dust extraction in the garage, but nor have I got a shop vac at the minute. So here you can see an industrial vac I've got ready to go, and I am excited to get this set up. The hood itself that sits over the blade was actually relatively simple to fix on. It comes with one spring-loaded screw and then one bolt that you feed through from both sides. It looked to me like it kind of sat close to the blade, but after a few tests it's nowhere near, and it actually acts as a bit of a guard as well as dust extraction. Now in terms of what they call dust extraction, it's simply a two-way port that you can see at the bottom of the machine there that slots on, and then a hose that attaches to the hood that I'm fixing at the minute. Now I know this doesn't look very fancy, but if this allows you 2 points where the dust is extracted from one vacuum hose, for me that's a win. Unfortunately, I didn't get to test this. Then I went to go and attach the vacuum to it, and I found that it doesn't fit. Now, I wasn't surprised by this because I remember reading the manual, which by the way is just pictures, no words, that there was an attachment mentioned in there. But after having a look through the manual, I noticed a little shopping basket icon next to it. So they do an attachment, but you've got to go onto their website and pay £10 for the luxury of having it. I think I'll stick to duct tape for the meantime. The fence for me is the most impressive feature about this saw. Not only is it strong and sturdy, the fact that it is adjustable with just one dial impresses me massively compared to what I've been used to with my cheap table saw. Fence also has this flip over piece as well for putting across sheet material, just like you can see me measuring up here, or can be used as just a regular fence. It has a locking arm to lock the fence in place and then a dial to move everything across, and although the dial seems small, everything moves really effortlessly. The measurements seem quite accurate on the gauge, and the only criticism I've got is that that red indicator line doesn't go all the way to the top. The fact that everything can be done so easily and one-handedly, if that's a verb, makes cutting even pattern plywood crazy easy. I could hold the board in place whilst lining up with my blade, and the fence being perfectly accurate just means that I got a fantastic cut on the very first outing. The bar on the back of the fence that flips over for putting wider sheet material through also is very handy. I must say this made my life a lot easier when testing out on this sheet material. A feature I won't be using in the long term, but I was glad I had it in the short term, is this extension arm for your saw. You put this on the outfeed side of the table, it simply slots in, and then it's got some little nuts to tighten it up. And this is for when you've got longer lengths of material going through so it doesn't fall off. It also has some gaps in it to allow the sliding table feature, which we'll talk about soon. I found this really easy to install and it's really easy to adjust, and it's just one of those other features of this saw where it's so simple and easy to put on, take off or adjust. I'll find myself using it constantly. Blade adjustment for me is very important. On my current table saw, which admittedly was only £100, you can set the angle and the height of the blade, but after a few passes through, it wiggles itself loose, and I find myself constantly having, after every pass, going and resetting it. The locking arm on this seems very sturdy, and I didn't have any problems with the blade wiggling loose at any point. You can also see there the handy storage for the push stick as well. I found that a very convenient place to have it, and will be even more convenient when I'm working at table height rather than on the floor. The start and emergency stop button is also conveniently located. Everything's in one place, no reaching round the side of the table for anything. The next feature is a bit controversial in that it divides people. I love it, whereas some woodworkers like building their own jigs. Now this table does feature the 2 trenches, so it's very easy to make cross-cut sleds. This is their sliding Mitre jig, and I found it actually pretty accurate. I've seen other reviews that talk about it having a little bit of a wobble, which it definitely does, but it doesn't seem to affect the cut because the piece that you're passing over the blade stays flat to the table. So what I found was it doesn't matter that there's a bit of lateral wobble in the Mitre jig itself. Now you can lock it into place on the table, or you can have it slide down the channel like you've just seen me do. The idea behind the sliding section of the table is that it extends the length of the table without needing a longer table saw. I found this really useful, but it will take a little bit of playing around to get used to where it starts and where it ends up. The Plus model comes with this little clamp, which if I'd known I was going to be recording this bit I would have lowered a bit more, but the clamp I found to be sturdy enough, as long as you don't press it down too hard, because obviously the rest of the piece has still got to slide over the table itself. Then it's as simple as switching on and the whole thing slides smoothly. So let's talk about general performance. First things first, straight out of the box, this thing was a delight to start using, which is a good job because the instruction manual contains 0 words. It is purely pictures alone and they are not very easy to navigate. Fortunately, I barely had to reference it at all because everything was pretty much self-explanatory. The other impressive thing about the saw is that whenever I found a problem, there seemed to be a solution, aside from the dust extraction. Even the throat was a bit wobbly and I was unhappy with it, and I thought, oh, here we go, this is why they're offering a free replacement with certain deals. However, there were some little Allen key lug nuts and you made some little adjustments to that and it worked perfectly. The idea behind it is that you can swap out the throat plates for 0 clearance, different thicknesses, or you can make your own. In terms of cutting ability and power, I am absolutely blown away by it. The accuracy when cutting plywood without splinters to cross-cutting without any blowout on the back, even without the fence attached, the whole thing is an absolute pleasure, and the speed and ease at which everything goes through, it's just blowing my mind compared to my cheap table saw I had. I also found myself as well only needing to wear some noise cancelling earbuds. Normally I wear noise cancelling earbuds and then ear defenders over the top, but this was loud but more than manageable with just the earbuds in. Weight, they advertise it as being portable, and the stand that you can buy as an additional item with it comes with wheels so you can wheel it around. However, I would say that this is bordering on being probably too heavy for the job site. Although that's just my opinion. It's 25 kilos, which I know doesn't sound heavy, but because of the size of it, trying to move and carry 25 kilos without the stand and the wheels, I did find a bit difficult. And finally is build quality. Now, I've just mentioned that it's heavy, and that can often be a good indication of quality. There's no cheap plastic parts here. Even the plastic parts that are featured in it, they seem well built, they seem sturdy, nothing flexes, nothing bends, and they've thought about the little things. There is a place to store the push stick, there are places to store the multi-tools so that you don't lose them, there's even a place to store the dust extraction hood so that that can be carried around. You don't need an extra drawer for all of the parts that come with this, they just clip onto the side. And finally, let's talk price. This was under £400. Now, I had a look at other table saws that I was considering, and for a similar price you cannot get as many features as you get here. It's as simple as that. You can get probably more well-known brands and perhaps more reliable brands, but you cannot get this many features for less than £400. So all in all, I would say that it is excellent value for money. So, closing thoughts, would I recommend this? 100% with bells on. I cannot tell you what a difference it's made already. For me, I was always put off using a table saw. Number one, because my current one is dangerous. And number two, because everything was just so difficult. Adjusting the blade height was difficult and unreliable. And I could not move my fence over and get it accurately. There would always be some pinching, despite all my efforts to make adjustments. This just works out of the box. I didn't have to adjust the blade angle at all. It was accurate out the box, and everything is just easy. It is going to level up my woodworking skills immensely. For the price, it was steep for me. I consider £400 a lot of money. However, it's an investment that comes with a 3-year warranty. So if I can get 3 years of great use out of this, brilliant. But it's so solid, I imagine I'm going to get a lot more. Now, I've just got that one job of having to build a home for it, so I don't have to work on the floor like a peasant. Although I am getting used to that. If you've got anything out of this video, please leave a like or comment or subscribe if you're not already. It really helps me out and it helps me keep going. Other than that, I very much appreciate you watching. Take care. Cheers.